What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. You know, these guys were on a course to fight each other once upon a time, and of course nothing ever happened to that. But there was another time where Team AJ, for those who don't know, offered or wanted to spar Team Wilder with Deontay Wilder. And it was convenient at the time because Deontay Wilder was preparing for his Alexander Povetkin fight, and that was really his step up. You know, that was his, claim to fame, so to speak, in competition, because people always accused him of being a cherry picker. So he was over there in preparation to fight Povetkin before that fell through. Well, Team AJ, according to the training manager, Mr. Ganza, stated that they offered to spar Deontay Wilder, and Deontay Wilder gave him a response of a lifetime. And this is what he did, and this is what he said. He said, champs don't fight champs. No. He said, champs don't spar champs. Okay? And that kind of sounds like the other saying that he said about kings don't chase peasants, kings chase kings. And I could see Deontay saying that. No, champs don't spar champs. And it was very surprising to hear Wilder say that, because it makes a lot of sense. It puts me in the mind of Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis back in the day. Back in the day when they were kids. I mean, kids, man. And Mike Tyson was, showing Lennox Lewis around. Lennox Lewis being from wherever he was fighting out of, Canada or Jamaica or the UK. And he was like, well, this is Lennox Lewis, and and then Customato was like, hey, you gotta fight this guy one day, and it made a lot of sense, because eventually they ended up fighting. Which, if both of these guys currently, Wilder and Joshua, they should fight at one point. If they both do their job, they will or should come to a collision course to fight eventually. So that makes a lot of sense. And on what Wilder said, to add to that, champs, they were both champions at the time. Well, Joshua just clipped Charles Martin for that IBF belt. Of course, Wilder had the WBC belt, right? He had it first. And, he was like, no, we're not sparring. If we're going to spar, we're going to fight. I mean, I'm just paraphrasing, but, it's one of those things where Wilder, was like, no, he shut that down. He didn't want to get in there and spar with Joshua, because if he's going to do that, he's going to get paid for it, I'm assuming. But it's one of those things that people really don't know about Team Joshua. And then Joshua didn't even have a fight then. Wilder did, of course. He was fighting Povetkin. But, Joshua wanted to reach out to him. And I think, really, honestly, Team Joshua wanted to reach out to him just to see what kind of fighter he really was when you get in the ring with him. Because you can watch a fighter all you want. You can watch him all day long. But until you get in that ring with them to see really what they can do or what they will do when you spar them. Because a lot of people get intimidated by shoulders and, height and all types of stuff. It's like a lot of psychological clicks that go in your mind when someone is face to face engaging a fight with you, throwing leather, throwing those bows. Okay, so it changes. So I think that was an attempt, honestly. Since Joshua didn't have a sparring partner at the time, I think that they were trying to fill out Wilder to see if he would get in the ring, and if he could get in the ring, to see what they could gather from that one-handed champion. But anyway, just giving you guys a backstory on that particular intel from Mr. Ganza. You guys tell me what you think about Anthony Joshua offering to spar Deontay Wilder. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.